You have a question? Oh, yes, I have an answer. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. This is another episode of Ask James. Let's get into our email. Let me start off by saying I'm ugly. With makeup, I am a 7. Without, a 2. I'm also plus size, not the hourglass kind of plus size that society loves, but the round kind of plus size. On top of all that, I'm extremely unphotogenic. Now, I have a friend. We call ourselves cousins. Her mom and my mom call each other sisters. Known her since I was 5, who's gorgeous when she does herself up. She's starting a business, so I've been letting her do my protective styles. The second time she did my hair, she took a few pictures of me, and I asked her to blur my face and don't tag me. An hour later, I get a notification, you've been tagged in a photo. I open Facebook app, anxiety free because this is my girl. She won't have me looking crazy, right? Wrong. The photo is hideous. She didn't crop out my gut. She barely blurred my face, and she tagged me. I immediately text her, this is in caps, you guys, what's the point of blurring my face if you're going to tag me? Delete it. And she did. The third hairstyle, I told her no pictures because she fucked me over the last time. She laughs and says I can look at the pictures with her and tell her which ones I wouldn't mind on her personal Facebook page. The only picture I told her not to post was one of me pretty much off guard, mid-laugh, and my eyes were doing something funky. Laugh out loud. An hour later, I leave her house. I get a notification. You've been tagged in the photo. Among 3 pictures that I approved, there it was, the off-guard, mid-laugh, cross-eyed photo. I told her again to take it down, and I would no longer let her do my hair. It didn't affect our friendship whatsoever. Water under the bridge. Fast forward to today, 3 months later. She makes a business page on Facebook. I get 2 notifications, one after the other. You've been tagged in a photo. The only 2 pictures of me on the page were the 2 I hated. I asked her to take them down. She said she'd only take the off-guard, mid-laugh, cross-eyed one down, not the other. I was just leaving work, and this hurt my feelings, so I didn't even have the energy to argue. I blocked her from Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and my phone. I'm done with her, and my mom is worried about it causing a rift between her and my cousin's mom. Keep in mind, this is a girl that has a child, and I watch her child when she needs a date night with her man. They were struggling the same month that my car broke down, so I went to her boyfriend's job and let him sell me a car. Great car, but I went to the lot specifically to put some money in their pockets. Am I wrong? Am I being petty? Should I be used to being ugly by now? Is she picking on me and my image issues that she's fully aware of? Please help me. Okay. You know what? I'm going to start off by saying I don't know if you really want me to answer this question, truly. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to say this. you are probably not going to be very happy with me with the things that I have to say. But if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know that I deal in truth and truth only. And I can only tell you what I think is the right thing to tell you. And I hate for somebody to tell me that I'm petty or that I'm being petty when my feelings are involved. But in this instance, my darling, I have to tell you, you're not only being petty, you're being petty, you're being self-centered, you're being a little bit nasty, and kind of all around ridiculous. But then at the same time, let me take it back, and I think you're being way too hard on yourself. First of all, you started this letter by telling me that you're ugly. That's our first issue. Before any of the shit happened with your cousin, screw all of that. The fact that you refer to yourself as ugly is a problem. We got a problem. Because I'm not going to sit here and listen to you tell me that when you look in the mirror at yourself, you don't see anything that you like about yourself. I can't believe that. Ugly. That is something that you don't you dare refer to yourself as ugly. And you said a 7 with makeup and a 2 without. Baby, makeup doesn't put anything there that is not there. Unless you're doing drag makeup. And I know good and well you ain't walking around with drag makeup on every day. Now, I could take myself in drag makeup and make myself look different than what I look like. But I know good and well you ain't walking around with all that makeup on, like theater makeup every day. So that's the first thing you need to work on. You are not ugly. If you see yourself as a 7 with your makeup on, there is no way you can find yourself being a 2 without the makeup, because all it is an enhancement of what you already have. If you're a 7 with your makeup, I promise you, when other people are looking at you, they're seeing at least a 5. I promise you, you're being too hard on yourself and too down on yourself, and I cannot believe that you are walking around like this. That is detrimental to you. You should not feel that way, darling. You shouldn't feel that way. Now, let me say about your cousin. I didn't feel as though the cousin, I don't think she's being shady at all, because again, she doesn't seem like a shady person unless there's something in the letter that you haven't told me. I think that what she sees when she looks at you is different than what you see when you look at you. I don't think that she honestly sees this ugliness that you were seeing when you look at your pictures. And this, I can really relate, because one, I don't think that I take good pictures. I take pictures, and you know I post pictures and stuff all the time. But trust me when I tell you, I've taken 50 pictures before I get that one that looks halfway decent that I've actually put up there. So I understand the whole thing about pictures and people being very sensitive about pictures and things like that. But I didn't get in the whole letter that she was doing anything shady or anything like that. I think that she just didn't see what you saw. You felt like it was this bad picture. She didn't see that. And I don't think she was trying to embarrass you. And again, she's trying to start a business. Why in the hell would she put up a screwed up picture to try to promote her business? I think it is your cousin. You're being too hard on your cousin, baby. I think your cousin actually has higher, she has higher standards of you and for you than you do of yourself. So I have to say, again, I got to go back. You got to check yourself. You're being too hard on yourself. I think you're being harder on yourself than other people are being on you. And then, now let me bring it around to the self-centered thing. I keep hearing this, there's a pattern here. I did it for them. I went to the car lot because they needed money, but you needed a car, didn't you? So, you know, stop that. Stop that. You needed the car. Yeah, you could have went to any lot, but you needed the car, and y'all are cousins, and you did something nice. That was cool. If you're going to be buying a car, and if they need some money, then why not? That, that didn't need to be mentioned. I didn't think. I thought that was a little bit petty. And you watch the baby. You watch the baby. Why? Because you want to watch the baby, right? You know what I mean? You want to watch the baby. I got 2 of them. And I don't even let everybody watch my baby. I have a huge family. And I didn't, when my children were small, I didn't even allow, I only had 3 family members that I would even allow to watch my baby. So when it comes to children, and then you're not a blood relative, again, she thinks a lot of you to even trust you enough to leave her baby with you. So don't feel, you shouldn't feel that way. She thinks highly of you is what I'm getting. And then she puts you out there. She's trying to promote her business. She puts you out there. She ain't went and picked no ugly model. I'm a hairdresser. We ain't went and picked no ugly model to model our shit when we're trying to make some money. Because if you ugly, like what you say, when somebody pull up and look at, ain't nobody looked at no hairstyle. They looked in your mug. They wouldn't even look at the hairstyle. Come on. You're being too hard on yourself. And then in turn, you're being mean to her. And then, you said something that drives me crazy. I let her do my hair. You let her do your hair in protective styles, which means she was sew and weave. Hours of work on your head for free. For free. And then you turn around and give her a hard time about pictures. When you walking around with, what is it, $100 or $150 hairdo on your head that you didn't pay for? And then you're giving her a hard time. Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on. Stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry. I told you when I started, you might end up being a little upset with me, but at this point, I'm sorry, but I think you are wrong. I think you are wrong. I think that you have misjudged what is going on in your cousin's head, and I think at the end of the day, I think your cousin actually thinks more of you than you actually do of yourself, and that's where the problem comes in at. And this whole blocking her and all of that, now I have to say, if you asked her to take the picture down and all of that, then it is a picture of you, and that kind of thing. There's a little thing there. If I say please don't put that up of me, then she could take it down. But again, it should have never even gotten this far, because 3 hairdos in, I wouldn't be doing this with you. I'd have been cussed you out. I would have cussed you out, and I probably would have been not speaking to you. It would have been the other way around. But again, that I'm kind of quick with it and that whole hair thing. But I feel like when it comes to the hair thing, you reaped all the benefits. She did all the giving, and then you gave her bullshit on top of it. So no, it would be the other way around. I wouldn't be speaking to you, and I wouldn't even care what our mothers were doing. So that's it. I beat you up enough, and I wasn't trying to be mean. But I have to call a thing, as Iyanla Van Zandt said. I got to call a thing, and not on my watch, baby. You wrong. You are wrong. Wrong. My advice to you, unblock your cousin and go fix it. Go and fix this. Go fix this. And stop being so hard on yourself. I promise you, I don't think your cousin's being shady of you. I think that your cousin just thinks more of you than what you're really thinking of yourself. You need to try to tap in and see what it is your cousin is seeing when she looks at you, and see that beauty that she sees in you. Honestly. And remember what I said about makeup. If you're a 7 with that makeup on, you're at least a 5 with that makeup off. I promise you, you're nowhere near a 2. It take a rough looking person to be a 2. And I know, and because you're heavy set, so what? So what? I come from a whole heavy set family of males and females. Ain't nothing, baby. Look, you better get in. Fluffy girl. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Not at all. And a lot of times, as far as looks goes, fat girls are usually cuter than skinny girls because a lot of times skinny girls look like skeletons in the face because they be too damn skinny. So that's just, just throwing that out. They're trying to make nobody skinny feel bad. But fluffy girls are generally cute and lovable. So, girl, you better stop being so hard on yourself, honey, and embrace everything that you have going on. And it sounds to me like you got some stuff going on that you just ain't acknowledging. You being too hard on yourself, baby. Way too hard. Way too hard. Yeah. Stop being so hard on yourself. And go fix it. Go and fix it. Don't take that baby away from your cousin and from you. You enjoy the baby. Well, you can't take the baby away from your cousin, but don't go away from her. You enjoy the baby, obviously. Y'all, you sound like you enjoy her. You just being petty. Girl, drop your petty card off when it comes to your cousin. I think you just being a little too hard. This could be fixed. Go fix this. And don't take no more pictures. If you thought you were ugly, you shouldn't have took no pictures in the first place. And that's the truth of the matter. So, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I hope this helps. I hope you don't hate me afterwards. But if you do, it's cool and it's fair. But I have to be honest. I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't be honest with you. All right. So I'm going to leave this go here. I am wishing all the best. I hope that this can be fixed. Absolutely. Because y'all build a lovely friendship. And y'all are not blood, and y'all work like blood. That's a beautiful thing. Go and fix it. Go fix it. All right, later. You have something you need to get off your chest or something you need some help with? I'll give it my best shot. Send me an email to spillitboy@gmail.com, and in the title line, you want to put Hey James to make sure that I actually see it. If you don't put Hey James in the subject line, I'm not going to see it. It's going to continue to be an issue. So send me an email and we'll talk about it. Later.